Hello. Today I'm going to read Fish is Fish. We've read this before in school. Alright. At the edge of the woods there was a pond, and there a minnow and a tadpole swam among the reeds. They were inseparable friends. They were always together. One morning, the tadpole discovered that during the night he had grown 2 little legs. "Look," he said triumphantly. "Look, I am a frog." "Nonsense," said the minnow. "How could you be a frog if only last night you were a little fish like me?" They argued and argued until finally the tadpole said, "Frogs are frogs and fish is fish, and that's that." In the weeks that followed, the tadpole grew tiny front legs, and his tail got smaller and smaller. Then one fine day, a real frog now, he climbed out of the water and onto the grassy bank. See him climbing out? The minnow too had grown and had become a full-fledged fish. He often wondered where his 4-footed friend had gone, but days and weeks went by, and Frog did not return. How do you think this little fish is feeling right now? His best friend left. But look! Then one day, with a happy splash that shook the weeds, the frog jumped into the pond. "Where have you been?" asked the fish excitedly. "I have been around the world, hopping here and there," said the frog, "and I have seen extraordinary things." "Like what?" asked the fish. "Birds," said the frog mysteriously. "Birds," and he told the fish about the birds, who had wings and 2 legs and many, many colors. As the frog talked, his friend saw the birds fly through his mind like large feathered fish. "Oh. What else?" said the fish impatiently. What do you think that is supposed to be? "Cows," said the frog. "Cows. They have 4 legs, horns, eat grass, and carry pink bags of milk." "And people," said the frog. "Men, women, children." And he talked and talked until it was dark in the pond. But the picture in the fish's minds was full of lights and colors and marvelous things that he couldn't sleep. Ah, if only he could jump out like his friend and see the wonderful world. What's that fish gonna do? Oh, thinking about all the things. Let's see, since the fish has never seen a bird or people or cows, the fish is imagining all of these things like they were fish transformed into what he's describing. And so the days went by, the frog had gone, and the fish just lay there, dreaming about birds in flight, grazing cows, and those strange animals all dressed up that his friend called people. One day he finally decided that come what may, he too must see them. And so with a mighty whack of the tail, he jumped clear out of the water onto the bank. What's going to happen next? Jumping out of the water, he landed in the dry, warm grass and lay there gasping for air, unable to breathe or to move. "Help!" he groaned feebly. Uh-oh, can fish live out of water? Luckily, the frog, who had been hunting butterflies nearby, saw him, and with all of his strength pushed him back into the pond. Oh, good. There we go. Still stunned, the fish floated about for an instant. Then he breathed, letting the cool water run through his gills. Now he felt weightless again, and with an ever so slight motion of the tail, He could move to and fro, up and down as before. The sun rays reached the bottom, down within the reeds, and gently shifted patches of luminous color. The world was surely the most beautiful of all the worlds. He smiled at his friend the frog, who sat watching him from a lily leaf. "You were right," he said. "Fish is fish." And that is the end of this book. There's the back of it. All right. See you guys.